Okay, this guy sent me this private message saying magic is real, tell me what you know, dot dot dot. And that's basically the whole fucking private message, alright? It's not a question of, just a little bit more explanation and background, so I'll tell you what I know, alright? It's on this channel. Okay, this is it. Alright, there's 1,900, nearly 2,000 videos out there of this channel. Just look at it. Use the search facility on the channel page for anything. Sorry, my voice is a bit hoarse at the moment. I have a slight head cold, but never mind. And and just see what you can find out. Fact of the matter is, strange things happen as a result of religious type states of mind. The whole purpose of doing all of this stuff is to whatever, because you make of this stuff what you fucking make of this stuff. It's that simple, all right? And you build up some experiences and you try and build up a way of understanding the world as a result of them. And if you're really, 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 really thick, you see that as your experiences as proof positive of something which you have believed or you have read somewhere. If you're really, really, really intelligent, you think, hey, that was a freaky experience. I don't quite know what that means. I don't think I'm ever going to know what that means, all right? But it means something. And we humans have the capacity to have these experiences because, hey, I'm a human being, and therefore I've had this kind of experience, all right? This is like the whole thing. That's what it's all been about. Now, there's people who think, well, I've really got to study this really, really hard. And I thought that, I thought, I've got to be face to face, daily basis, seeing all these people, talking to them all the time, getting experiences directly from them, and learning from great masters, out there. We're not worthy, and all that kind of bullshit. And trying to, just please them enough so that they will tell me everything. But essentially, out of all the people I met, all I came across was a group of people who had beliefs and did not know how to string a coherent thought process together in any real meaningful way, and just wanted to adjust me to their own political and religious purposes, which I refused to kowtow to. The movement is full of sick people. The movement is full of twisted people, bad thinking. The movement's full of people who say one thing and do another, especially saying this is like frontier science. It's like the edge of this is the kind of stuff that the real scientists are going to be looking into in the future. All right, well, they might, but it won't be in our lifetimes, it won't be in your lifetime, and you certainly won't be able to speed up the entire, thinking about, telepathy, astral projection, and everything else, because you're just one individual, all right? And people aren't going to listen to you because they'll be approaching all this stuff from their own filters of prejudices and, aggressive skepticism, which is bullshit. Any school of thought has a extreme. The people involved in the extreme do a lot more passionate broadcasting, book writing, and everything else, and they're the ones who float to the surface. It's called the septic tank theory of social stratification, okay? The biggest shits float to the surface. And that's the same with all, this septic tank theory it holds true in every social environment, and the internet is great for seeing all of the real big shits. All right, they float to the surface. They get lots of people, tweeting them and Facebooking them, and oh my god, I was really pissed off by this person. Watch their video because I'm so pissed off by them, and so that goes out and they get more and more attention, and it gets real fucking big, and that's why it's terrifying that there aren't more people involved in the movement who are capable of turning around and saying, okay, interesting experience. We don't know what that means. Because when someone says, we do know what that means, they're lying, either deliberately or unintentionally. All right? To a great degree, the best meaning people are unintentionally lying, okay? They don't mean to fuck with people's heads. What they want to do is they want to genuinely try and find stuff out, and they've been stringing ideas together based upon a number of theories, okay, and so trying to like put things together, but not necessarily in an academic way. All right, but it's based upon what some people have said, and then there's other people who are so really, really keen on like magic as a religion. All right, they do all the religious history research of like that one day when, I don't know, Aleister Crowley had a cup of tea with, I don't know, Dion Fortune or whoever, and had a conversation about stuff, and then that laid down the thinking of this, that, and the other, and that's how we ended up with this, that, and the other book, which is just doesn't matter whatsoever. Okay? So is magic with a K real? I'm getting bored with the use of the word magic, because it has become totally fucking meaningless, and it's become a name for a series of religious practices, yes, but for the purposes of attempting to prove religion. And now, yes, the traditional classical occultists, including Alphonse Louis Constant, suggested that the purpose of magic ritual, or one of the purposes of magic ritual, was to test theological truths, namely religious truths, because you can actually, do stuff and have a weird experience, and hey presto, ooh, that will prove something. But on the other hand, why are you trying to prove something that's written in a religious text? When a religious thing is religious, it's not necessarily factual. And people out there, I've been doing a bit of internet dating recently. And yes, the word Christian is on my dating profile. Other, women who are Christians, they come to me and they say that they don't want to have anything to do with me because I am not, of the true Christ, which I think is fucking bullshit, because we don't really have that much information about what that real, J.C. Geezer was about, because you only got information about the last 3 years of his life, and all of that's through the eyes of somebody else, and it was written like years after his death and all that stuff. So it looks like humans are the problem. Humans are the fucking problem, because like people want to be involved within a lack of thinking, and to think that their lack of thinking, their views are somehow superior, right, justified, really, 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 truly important. Seriously. And this is why, any form of real progress in society is always going to be held back, because people have got their bee in a bonnet about something. There's lots of conservative style thinking out there, and there's conservative style thinking even in liberal groups, okay? Things which stop progress, because people have one idea that they want to like grasp onto and hold onto for dear life, and scream and shout until everyone in the whole fucking world does what they're told by some stupid wanker with a problem. Which is completely wrong. When I was way back in the day, when I was like 19, so we're talking about 20 years ago, yes, when I was young, and all that stuff, okay. This one guy says, when you're doing magic, time doesn't exist. Well, like, hate to break it to you guys, but time does actually exist, and whether you're doing stuff or whether you're not doing stuff. He says, no, time does not exist. And I'll go like, no, you're talking crap. Alright? But the same kind of people who do that kind of thinking are the ones who will come out with all the stuff of, oh, this is totally real, totally real. Yes, we don't know. We don't know it's totally real. And what's worse is when the hard truth claims are given for something which is a very important personal need. Like when I was getting into all this stuff, the thing that started the whole process that led up to me being what I am now, I wasn't really interested in occultism. I was interested in finding a treatment for my health problems. Okay? And of course, these people said, we do a stuff that works, and, and so on and so forth. So I thought, great, must learn as much as I can from these people, so that I can then be healthy and then have a normal, well-adjusted life. Of course, they didn't fucking want me to have a normal, well-adjusted life, did they? No, of course not. What they wanted was for me to be under their little thumb, and for a time they succeeded. But, I'm here, doing this stuff because I know that culture has got a lot of pain in it. And because of the quantity of pain in it, someone's got to come out there and say something that's going to help people to get the fuck out of that pain, so they can stop being quite so misled. So the whole thing about magic is real, I would have to add a question mark after the word real. Alright, and I would have to underline the word magic with red pen 3 times and draw a little line there and a little arrow with the words define terms written above, because this is a bad use of language. Okay, magic. Well, what the fuck is magic? Do you know what magic is? Do you know what magic is? Can you define it? Can you define fucking precisely what magic is? The vast majority of magicians can't, which is stupid. It's a bit like having a truck driver who can't define truck driving. It's crazy. All right, this level of insanity must go the fuck away completely. Okay, this level of insanity just got to go. This bad thinking's got to go. Alright, one book I read when I was 18, 19, okay? And it said that, people have got to get involved in this stuff, because this, all this occult weird stuff, right, could one day find a solution to all the world's problems. It can heal all diseases. It can provide communication over distance. It can do all these wonderful, miraculous things. And this is part of the natural world. And I think, I still think, yes, maybe we could actually do that. But if people are going to carry on thinking like a bunch of wankers, then that's not going to happen. If the whole definition of this entire fucking culture is going to be based upon talking complete horseshit, none of that stuff is going to occur, ever. Alright, that's why I would love to encourage people who are involved in occultism and paganism and all the rest of that to quit talking about religion. To quit being religious. Fuck it, throw it away. It's not important. There's no importance to anybody whatsoever apart from you personally, and it's only your own personal beliefs which you're discussing anyway, which won't have any real bearing upon anybody else's experience of reality, so why don't you just fuck off? Alright? Take that shit away. Go away with it. It doesn't do any good. But that's why I say focus on the experiences, because that's the most important thing. Alright? You want to have more religions in the world? Why? What good will that do? Alright? When there was a promise made. And that promise could still be, alive and well today. That promise could be something that could be being fulfilled today. Right this very minute. But no, we go, there's the whole economic gain thing as well, and there's cults being set up for economic gain, and they're fucking with people's brains, and they're fucking with the whole, use of language and culture and ideas and ideology within the whole culture thing. What the fuck's going on? This is a mess. It's a complete mess. And we got to, act to get rid of that mess. And something has got to give. Something's got to real fucking give. This is why I'm a transdeist first and foremost. This is why I'm not one of those strange people. Okay? This is why people confuse me with an atheist. This is why that's why I'm so angry. Right? Because for some people, yeah, it's like a searching for truth in life kind of thing, just like a whole adolescent phase, just like, yes, I'll find out about myself if I do this. Well, yeah, you will. Sure, you will. Fine. But that's not really important to nature. Okay? It's not really important to the rest of the world. We need to move away from the adolescent thinking, the kind of I want to find my true identity or my true self thing. we've got to move away from like the creation of new cultures of people doing very strange or dressed in very strange fashions, and then this is and then saying, yeah, we are the true ones, yeah. I mean, this is fucking bullshit. You know, I mean, one of these days, these people are going to wake up, they're going to look at themselves, and they're going to go, what was I? What was I doing? How much harm have I done through opening my mouth? You know? I don't, you know, do you want to be like that? Okay? Do you want to have a day in the future when you're going to wake up and you're going to think to yourself, I'm being so like cringingly embarrassed by what you said and what you've done and the people you were with and what you were trying to encourage other people to do and the way you misuse your language. No. This is why you want to be a transdeist. This is why you're watching me. This is why you want to remove various things from yourself. Okay, keep your own spirituality, keep your own religiosity to yourself. That's fine. I keep mine to myself. All right, and focus on things that matter. Finding stuff out, yes. Exploring, experimenting, having experiences, yes. This is why it's so important to try and move on to the next level of thinking, the next stage of evolution. In terms of, I mean, think about it. Come onto YouTube and do a search for, let's say, the word magic or occultism or paganism, all right, or spiritualism, and how many thousands of videos will be out there. Okay, go onto Google and do searches for all that kind of like spiritual healing, or just do it. Okay, do it. Have a look, see how much is out there. All right, have a look at the bottom of the Google page and see how many pages and pages and pages and pages and pages and pages of that is out there. Pages of pain, all right? Pages of confusion, pages of people who have serious needs, turning to something which is promising a total transformation of their life in every possible way, and it's not going to happen. Okay? This is why you got to be a transdeist. This is why transdeist thinking is so important. This is why, 2013 and onwards, all right? We can't allow the bullshit of the past, of this culture, to carry on spreading and growing on the internet. Alright, because people come here and they build up their understanding of the world. You can go on forums thoroughly unrelated to any of the subjects that are out there, and you will see people quoting from, videos of other different things here, there, and everywhere in various different blogs and forums, because these ideas, they spread and they grow. Right? They go into people's minds. They sort of like wriggle around inside, change their cultural references, change their perspectives on the outer world. Okay? This is what this whole thing is about, right? This is all about like changing people's minds, putting new ideas into civilization, bringing about new ways in which people react to the outer world. Show you something. People are terrified of this thing. People are terrified of it. Because of the ideas that have been broadcast. Okay? There's nothing frightening about it. At all. It's an idiomotor device. Okay? That's all. We have questions about all the rest. We don't have answers, all right? We have questions, not answers. To say that we have the answers is a lie. That's why I'm a transdeist. Can't carry on going around frightening people for no good reason. All right? Clear the doors of perception through removing the quantity of horse shit which is clogging up your glasses. Okay? Look after yourselves.